Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and transition over. So... that should be good. This one's probably going to be a pretty exciting match, because Doc's really good. Doc's one of our seasoned veteran players, really good speedrunner. Steelecho is also pretty good as well. I've been keeping an eye on them and how they're doing. 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, cool. I guess in the meantime, I'm going to take a quick break myself and let the music kind of run. I'm going to be back in like 30 seconds. I need to fill my water because staying hydrated is important, especially when it's going to be 90 degrees. Ugh. Alright, water obtained. You're all good. Let me just check everybody's... looks like everybody's got their... okay, energy bombs look good. Hello! Giving you a minute, because I can't hear you right now unless you haven't spoken yet. Uh-oh. We lost Shinji. No, no! Does it work?
Alright, let's again.
Hey, there we go. Once more with feeling.
Exactly. Oh, I am...
Okay.
That nerves got the better of me, but you know, who knew?
Yeah, you did great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like...
especially since, you know, I lost both my races.
No, you're good. Like, it's like I said, like, racing also just takes a lot of practice, and the more you do it, and like the other thing is that commentary also just helps a lot with being able to like figure out, okay, what would you do, you know, hindsight, how to improve a run, and everything like that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's part of why I entered this, because I actually had never done any racing or speedrunning prior to this, and it's like, if I don't start now, I'm never going to get good at it, and if there's one game I want to also try to help promote and support, it's
this one.
Providence, so why not?
Why not?
And yeah, John in chat, wonderful to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, great races, and earlier with Cat as well, like, just incredible.
Cat's a beast, just saying. Cat's really good.
So up next we have, it's Doc and Steelecho, correct?
Indeed, yep. It's going to be one of the main races, so we're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let them know I'm ready. Alright, so, let me just... oops, I'm in staff. That's the wrong place to be. Racer chat. There we go. I'm ready. And then we need to get their seed in. I think it's, I can take over doing that.
Alrighty, so, I was about to ask. Alright.
Random number generator. I have to find the random number generator. I don't remember what Nick uses, so... number generator. And then I think it's,
be an 8-digit.
8-digit number, so it's gonna be... I think 1, 2, 3... I think it's 1.
That's squared away. We've got quite a few folks tuned in. Also, see we've got a number of folks both in chat and lurking. Appreciate all of you being here, because I, for one, extremely excited to have the revival of what once was Monorail and is now Sprint. Appreciate all of y'all being here.
Hopefully I got that correct. Seed.
Yeah, that looks like an 8-digit number to me.
Alright, cool.
I love that. Nick says Monorail didn't die, just procced quickening. I love that.
Quickening is good, is just absolutely the meta. Okay, 930-592-59522. They both look good. Perfect. Alright.
So we already did the shop checks?
Yep, I did the shop checks. Alright, so...
I'll do the count off.
That'll be fun, because then I have to do the countdown and the and start the timer, but I think I can do this. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There. Perfect. Alright, they are off. Go away. There. I don't know why you turned on. Alright, so, Docmcstuffins is, like I said, seasoned player, and Steelecho is, I think, new. This is going to be their first tournament. But yeah, we have a small number of, 2 Thunderheads. Amazing. Perfect what you get right there. Yeah. So, yeah, Docmcstuffins has so far found the shop. They both found the shops, and excited to see mapping on the first floor. Yeah, maps are good.
I was gonna say, on the one hand, like, you know, also Vault on first floor. That's an eyebrow raise as well, and a Curse too. This is a heck of a first floor.
Yeah, I would pick up like these Thunderheads aren't as good. I would 100% pick up that Curse weapon if it's a good one at least. Curse of Stiffness. Yeah, Doc's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Stiffness ain't the worst, but like for a couple weapons, that could be bad.
Yeah, and it's early enough that you don't have to worry too much about. It'll break at some point before floor 5 for sure.
And then even still, like, while like your damage is less at this point, like floor 1 is easy enough where having trouble getting either quick kills or like optimal aiming, not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, Stiffness floor 1, sure.
Yeah, and it looks like Steel did not. Yeah. And it looks like Steelecho did not pick it up, which is okay. I mean, some people don't do that. I personally, I'm skilled enough at the game that I know that I can just adjust things on the fly. Doc's gonna take a moment to pick up the upgrade. Always good to have. And that's is Doc gonna go down? Like, you can go down a floor. Ooh, scanner floor 1, always good. Okay, so Doc's gonna do a little bit of shopping here. Unfortunate that it's
that's one of the things as a newer runner I've had a lot of trouble with, is like determining, okay, when do you linger to like, oh, I might be close to getting the upgrade, or maybe I can save up enough to get this item. Like that balancing act of like, when do you pedal to the metal versus like sticking around for something, especially if like, oh, I've got most of this floor, but I still haven't found where the upgrade is, etc.
Yeah, so
much gambling.
Yeah, it is kind of just trying to figure out how much you need to do. And I would say for me, what I do is that if I do a little bit of like what I like to call room peeking, because rooms will pop open if you, or will pop and be visible if you are in like an adjacent room, basically, or adjacent to them.
Yeah,
so,
just for the sake of like trying to see, like if I go one room further, I'll have that little bit of recon to see, all right, is it next to a shop? Is it next to an upgrade, etc.?
Yeah, and so I take full advantage of the fact that you can bomb into shortcuts. So I can just... Ooh, Doc is going to prop quickening on Scully. Charlie. Not
yeah,
bad.
because they both players grabbing a quickening, so this could get interesting depending on what decisions get made.
Doc's going to catch up pretty quick. Steelecho's going to opt to keep it, I presume, for for Overlord, which is not bad. It is a strat to do.
And Steel, skipping Temple for no reason.
We did used to do bounties, and we did have one bounty that was going into Temple. Not good to have. We don't have bounties now, so I've noticed people have been skipping the Trespasser, because like it's a 10%
I know that there were discussions of like either possibly doing like maybe bingo in the future, but also bounties. That would be a lot of fun too.
Bounties, I've considered doing them again, maybe at some point, but I think I might save those for bingo nights, but. All right.
Both of them have gotten one boss down, although they're on different bosses, or mini bosses rather.
Yes. I noticed Doc. I didn't check the other keywords, and I didn't know. I think there wasn't any shotgun. This is a good weapon to have for shotgun, for pulsar, but not the best pulsar. Probably going to be aiming to change that soon. Steelecho opted to not pick split, I think, which I think would have been better on that weapon, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's still gonna do decent damage to Iceworm, and Doc is still trying to catch up. Doc doesn't have the best weapon right now.
I was about to say, bit of a literal split on this floor. It's always interesting to see like who zigs and who zags, like assuming nothing else, who goes left, who goes right, and then how that shakes down.
Yeah, sometimes small decisions like that are what affects it. And as you can see,
especially if you have a boss room way down an isolated corridor.
Yeah, and that's also kind of why we allow screen peeking, because you can just catch up like that, and it's not bad. It looks like
Doc is a little behind, but only like a literal room or two at this point. But yeah, they were both able to grab Scanner, so that's definitely going to help either A, for Steel to blaze a trail, or maybe, as you were saying, with peeking, for Doc to catch right back up, no problem.
Yes, exactly. And Doc is going to be opting to change to a Runic. I think that's a good decision. That Pulsar, if you don't have Shotgun on it, it's really not that good.
I mean, could be worse.
It could be worse, yeah.
Yeah, I still personally feel that whenever I have an option of either a Thunderhead or even Railgun, sometimes it's like, oh, you're a power down in disguise.
Yeah, and as you saw, like, even with the match against Cat, like, Cat opted to forego any weapon because it was just that much faster to P-shooter things. And sometimes you have to do that. So Doc's going to do a little bit, I think, a little bit of floor opening. You can kind of gauge where you can like travel to kind of open up certain floors, especially with Scanner. You can kind of aim at certain areas.
Yeah, that also combined with the fact that if you remember that, oh yeah, you can bomb shortcuts and duck out of a combat early.
Yeah, like what Steelecho could do right now is just bomb into, save ammo and bomb into that shortcut, and it would open up a lot more of the floor, and then you wouldn't have to be going through these two rooms. And because of that, Docmcstuffins is already on Ordinator, and you're having to catch up.
Yeah, Yeah, out of habit, just because like I usually play on intense lethality.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to not bombing because on intense and sudden that lowers your multiplier.
It does.
So one thing I've been trying really hard to ingrain for me as I've been like prepping for sprint the past couple weeks is shortcuts are gonna live up to their namesake. I can use those bombs to sometimes skip over rooms, especially like on corners.
Yeah.
Like to skip over a room on an L turn essentially and just diagonally cut across.
Yeah. The only time that you would ever have to worry about your multiplier is if you had something in the shop that was really expensive and you needed to get it. And it's very risky to do that.
Yeah. I know, like, for one of my runs, there was a double damage in a floor 1 shop, and it's just like, oh, come on, why?
Yeah. I think one of your shops in the Chaos Ship run, the most recent one, had 2 of probably the best things that you could ever get in a shop, which is garbage data and 10%.
Yeah, that was on my floor too, and I was just like looking at both of them, just like, why are you both here at the same time?
Yeah, personally, I would have picked the garbage data, but damage up was still good. Like, damage is also time for these 2 racers. It looks like Doc picked up triple. Doc is picking up my love for triple. The triple.
Passed up I didn't catch what the weapon was, but I did see it was a Curse of Paranoia, which not the worst curse, but
not the worst.
It's an extra enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I forget the name, but like the eyeball enemies, like they're a little tanky, so it is a bit of time if they do show up.
Yeah, you have to be real quick then. But yeah, the triple on the drill is extremely good if you want to be fast. Although Doc doesn't have a lot of health, though neither does Steelecho. You have to be careful.
Yeah, Echo still hasn't procced quickening, so there's technically another 5 on board.
Yeah, and we're only almost 10 minutes to the run. This is a fast run.
Yeah. And as Aki in chat is saying, it's Curse of Time Loss.
Curse of, yeah.
As opposed to Curse of Paranoia.
Doc just barely not able to have enough for the health, and Seal is already on Overlord.
Meanwhile, thanks to that shop, we know that Myriad is looking somewhere. Hopefully, Doc doesn't run into them. That would definitely be a slowdown for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can see Doc is absolutely 100% trying to figure out where the boss is, and Steelecho is just... Oh, interesting. You can't escape. You can't escape into these rooms if it's a challenger. That's actually good to know.
Well, Myriad's been dealt with, but unfortunately Myriad is not the finish line.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, they picked up Trumpet,
Yeah.
Debatably the best cartridge.
There it is. And unfortunately 5 ammo left for that. You're not able to catch up. And Steelecho takes 11:12:60. What is that time? 11:05. That is a fantastic time. Holy tamales.
Yeah, that's incredible. But also, like, worth mentioning, Doc, hot on Steele's heels. Both racers.
Yes.
Blazing through this.
This was a
also,
good run.
Holistic saying it's fun to walk up to a mini boss with triple drills. Yeah.
It is.
Like, my playstyle is very much using sword chips, but, like, just otherwise just being, like, a close-up gremlin and just trying to get away with anything I can. Oh, yeah, triple drills, point blank, let's go.
Yeah. That's
a good point, Aki. Yeah, Echo hung on to that weapon since, like, it was, like, floor 1.
That was a surprisingly solid, Thunderhead. Like, that surprised me the most. Because usually, like Nick and I were kind of trashing the Thunderheads, because most of the time they're not that good.
Probably so. Like, yeah, usually, like, if anything, they slow me down. Like, if, like, against the right enemies or rooms, like, yeah, they can wipe, like, if super efficiently. But, yeah, there's a lot of times with not the right keywords or not the ideal bosses to, like, be fighting against. Yeah, Thunderheads can easily just be more of a hassle. Or, just a scrap with extra steps.
Yeah, scrap with extra steps, yep. Yeah, 12:26, 11:05, those are pretty good times. Heart's pumping.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Kudos to both Doc and Steel.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Yeah, mapping got wonky at the end. Sometimes it really is the difference with mapping.
Yeah, and especially like floor 5, because like, you know, and sometimes floor 4, but usually you're not worried about having to sprawl all corners of the map to try to find everything. But 5 can get big enough, especially with 3 mini bosses that you really just need to open every door and turn over every corner just trying to get there.
All right, I'll go ahead and generate a new seed. All right. Boop. Oh yeah, we have to have someone filling out the sheet as well. I will. I will do that. I'm casting, so I'll worry about doing that behind the scenes later. But I got my water. All right.
All right.
Great.
So at this
awesome.
point, priming the next seed.
All right, let's start.
And
5.
like both folks are ready.
Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start timer. All right. Will Doc take one off of Echo, or are we gonna get another 2-1?
And I was gonna say, like, what's the over/under for this one being just as quick? Because again, an 11-minute, and even in Doc's case, 12 minutes. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, Doc had a really, really good one earlier. Doc struggled a bit trying to get that health. That's fine. You don't really need health technically when you're going fast.
I mean, it's just a resource. Don't worry about it.
It's just a resource. Don't worry about it. Doc went up, grabbed an upgrade. I did not catch what Echo did. Probably also picked Fortune. If it were me, I would pick that one. That
yeah, because floor 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always happy to pick Fortune floor 1. It's just like, we are blessed this day.
Unless you're me, and then you just Fortune just never kicks in. That's always me.
So it always works all the time, except for when it doesn't.
Yeah. It looks like Doc found out where the potential weapon is, so gonna peek down and grab that.
And it looks like out of the trove, Steel pulled a laser. I was just seeing Aki mentioning in chat, Thunderhead new meta, no cursed, everything is in a narrow hallway floor this event yet. Flashbacking to that one monorail. What happened?
You know, things happened.
Let me guess. Hallways.
Hallways.
Also, yeah, that sounds awful knowing that, like, you just get stuck of, like, okay, it's likely not all the way down here. And
there is one room on floor 5.
It can't all be that way.
There is one room on floor 5. It's a dead-end room. You only go in one way. But it is one of the not mirror enemies, the one that shoots the big laser, behind two disappearing reappearing blocks. So you have to wait for freaking ever to kill that thing.
I know exactly what room you're talking about. Yeah, you have to wait for both gates to have toggled before you can get to it. I think it's a Chamberlord variant.
Yes, it's a Chamberlord variant.
But yeah, it is. Yeah, I hate that room.
And Steelecho opting to continue using this laser. Not bad. Honestly...
It looks like they're not sure where the boss is. Meanwhile, Doc is about halfway done with Presence.
Yeah, Doc is just blazed forward now that he's got this lovely sword. I like swords.
Yeah, not to mention, you know, currently 0-1, so to try to pedal to the metal makes sense.
Steelecho's going to try and open this to see if there's anything. Oh my god, these look terrible. Pick the twin shooter. This is not the best weapon.
I still have to say, I'm not sure how I feel about Razor. Like, I feel that Razor can either be like just meh or incredibly useful.
Yes.
But I could be dead wrong on that.
Like Thunderhead and a few of like Pulsar,
keywords make the world go round.
Yes, basically. It is extremely powerful like that.
I feel like even with bad keywords though, Razor tends to usually be fine, whereas like on an average instance, Thunderhead seems to be, you know, below that. You know, like on average, like roll the dice, Thunderhead's more going to be in like, you know, the CT plus range, whereas Razor's always going to be somewhere in the B range.
Yeah.
But that's me.
Yep. And meanwhile, Doc is well on their way to clearing out floor 3. Snowblower is actually pretty good. Although the way that they're doing that one is probably not the best. The ideal way to attack with Snowblower is to just click, spam click. Spam clicking is what you do on that one.
Yeah, and like I know, like, you know, sometimes you can have bad routing or just like, you know, have to go every room and then you finally get where you need. But yeah, I'm surprised Echo is still on floor 2.
Yeah, this floor is not good. Like, look at that floor. That is the worst floor I've ever seen. That's the worst floor that I've ever seen. So, a Doc just got lucky and went down a hallway and gambled. And sometimes it's just like that. Like, again, you're just kind of gambling going at the end.
We've gotten to... Steelecho's been able to, like, you know, get some, you know, nice gas in the tank, though, by doing some scavenges, doing some shopping. Yeah. Maybe that'll put enough, you know, gas in the tank to let them catch up.
We'll see. Hopefully. Especially with this Ice Worm and this sword. The best time to attack Ice Worm is when all of the, when you're able to attack all of the,
parts at once.
All of the parts at once.
The back, yeah, the back and forth overlay.
Yeah. One of my record runs had, shoot. Triple front-loaded fest. That's actually pretty good. Spirit. Excalibur on Ice Worm is a meme. In the best way.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
big sword.
Sword chip. Can relate.
Oh, mapping. Mapping for Doc on floor 4, so let's see how well this map is. I haven't checked and saw.
Ooh. Like, on the one hand, I'm rooting for Steel to catch up, but a whole floor behind, and Doc has a map for 4. That's not looking good, but never say never.
Yep. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's down a hallway, and most of the time when you're trying to map, you don't want to go down those hallways because it sucks. And take that triple phasing.
But at the same time, you know, there's also the sunk cost fallacy. It's like, well, there could be a mini boss here, or there could be the boss here.
At least they got the map.
Like, why else would it go down this far?
Yeah, there's one trick that I do. If I know that there is a shop, I always check the shops first myself. Specifically because there's the chance that you can get a map in there, and maps are good. And Doc is already on.
The limited experience I had. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Doc is already on Ordinator.
Oh. Yeah, the limited experience I've had, like, trying to get used to going fast, it seems that, like, shops seem to be one of the better things to try and scout, because, yeah, maybe there's a map, or maybe there's a damage up or a cart. It just seems has the most options that you'd want to at least check on and be able to consider while you're then tearing through the rest of the floor.
Yeah, and also if it's worth it, too, because if there is a shop or upgrade that's, like, way out of the way and I'm doing really good, sometimes I just skip it, if I'm able to just go on ahead.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also a decision you can potentially make later, because if you find the shop early on enough, like, it's not like, oh, I stumbled onto a trove, and it's either use it or lose it.
Yeah.
The shop's persistent. It's not a, you know, they're not fragile.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks like Steel is consistently been a floor behind. Red is, like, you know, Doc was on 4, Steel was starting 3, and now we're seeing that same thing for floors 5 and 4. Again, never say never, though.
Yeah. This this laser is... If it had pulse waves on it, it would be really, really, really powerful. You'd be able to catch up. You'd be able to catch up for sure with pulse waves.
I mean, it'd be less of a laser and more of a microwave at that point.
Yeah.
Just nuke everything.
Brr.
And speaking of good damage, looks like Doc's got a decent spear and is putting it to great use.
Got one more mini boss to look for. And also the worst room ever. That's also true. That's actually pretty good. Oh, this room, yeah.
Ooh.
Where you have to wait.
So, expansion pack, and I believe I saw Steelecho take victory sign, and I think it might have been glowing rune, I wasn't sure. I know that scope was also on offer.
Okay.
But I believe it was glowing rune, I could have been mistaken.
Glowing rune is very powerful. We will know for sure when we get to the...
Yeah.
When we get down the floor. It could also be Spyglass. Spyglass is also just super good. Spyglass and Glowing Rune are the two that I always kind of sort of mix up because they both look blue. But
Oh no, it was Reflector.
Oh, Reflector. Okay.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of it and I couldn't quite remember on the icon, so I just had to hop on the wiki for a moment. Yeah, so they pulled a victory sign and Reflector, which
okay, not bad. They also have a cursed weapon as well, Hapophobia, I believe.
I'm so glad of the change that they made to that, so that you have a 1 second window.
I'm very glad about that too.
Because, like, if anything, just like some rooms, like just navigation with Hapophobia was a nightmare. So having that little bit of a grace period makes all the difference.
Indeed, yeah. There's the last mini boss. It looks like Doc is also picked up quickening. So yeah, that's just gonna be a fast overlord.
Alright, so Echo's just starting floor 5, shy of 11 minutes, which, you know, not terrible, but yeah, that floor 3 and 4 were a bit of a nightmare for both players, for that matter.
On top of that, check out the layout of floor 5.
Yeah, it is so horizontal.
It is so
like,
horizontal.
Usually it's a little more square, but for it to be that skewed is really interesting.
This is because I'm...
Doc, rocking quickening on Overlord.
Yep. Yeah, just waiting.
Just seeing the crosshair dance of "Let me kill you already."
Looks like the cursed weapon broke. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's not good. Took a hit on that one. Decided it wasn't worth it.
And our first race is, or our second race rather, is going to be just shy of 12:30, which
indeed,
again, great work.
That was pretty good.
Aki and chat, just when I said there were no cursed layouts.
That's because I'm the one doing the seats now. One going into the decider game. All right.
Yeah, and I really do think that this could be up in the air, because even though that Echo did have a little bit of trouble around like floor 2-ish in terms of like, you know, time loss comparatively, otherwise they kept pace the whole rest of the way. So yeah, this could easily go either way.
Floor 5 map was so bad. Yeah, you're right. That map, the mapping for those ones was just mini bosses down hallways. Ugh.
Map looking like it went under a hydraulic press before it came out.
Exactly. Alright, let's get the seed up. What the heck? No. There, seed. Not sure why it did that, but... Alright. Two, 3, 7, 4, 2, 4, 9. Perfect. Ready? Let's see. Perfect. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start timer. Alright. Always exciting to see a game go to 3.
Indeed. Now the question is, though, are we going to get any similarly cursed layouts this time?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Reflector.
One of the new shortcuts showing up.
Yep. Reflector, and they're going to be picking Quickening. I imagine, but yep, both are going to be taking up Quickening.
Surprising no one. What you don't want to take? You don't want to take discount? Like you're going to be doing tons of shopping, right?
And it looks like both of them are going to... Okay, Echo took the hell. I wouldn't have taken it if, although I'm gonna guess that Echo might be saving it for, Overlord. That's a pretty good sword, too.
Yeah, I believe I saw that it was front load, and then I think it was also heavy was one of the other keywords.
Yes. Yep, front load heavy.
Yeah, I can tell by the swing rate.
Okay, so Steelecho is gonna be... Okay, Steelecho is opting to save... save Quickening for Overlord, and then I'm guessing Doc is gonna... proc it.
It's definitely an interesting choice of, like, you know, how close do you want to fly to the sun?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know for me, usually if I were to, like, proc it early, I'd be fine, but, let's ignore what happened with me earlier today.
Nah, you're good. It also just takes immense skill, like... You have to be confident in your ability to be able to manage the rest of the floor of the... F2, 3, 4, and 5 at 5 HP.
Yeah.
Because you cannot guarantee if you will get health.
Yeah, because, like, the other thing is that, like, in... like, you know, a non-race situation, oh, you're going to likely be seeking out shops, getting the tropes, you're likely going to be able to do at least, like, 1, maybe 2 scavenges, but when it's time to go fast, nothing is a guarantee.
Yeah, nothing is a guarantee. You might...
Plus, also, just even further on that, you're not going to see as many rooms, so you're not going to see as many room rewards.
Yep. Ooh, nice dodge. So Echo's going to be putting
right
the pressure...
up in Damon's face, getting excellent damage with sword.
Doc has to play it safe. Which is going to be unfortunate on... Oh, that was pretty good at the end, too. And probably going to be taking the health and moving on. Yeah, Echo's going to probably be guaranteeing... Ooh, that's a nice... Gonna not take the cursed weapon.
Yeah. And that is actually a trade-off I didn't consider, that if you do proc Quickening early, you can essentially take... If you had taken damage, it's okay to take health for 1 or 2 floor rewards for the bosses, because you've gotten your damage already.
Yeah, it depends on how much risk you want to take.
There's that too. Like, you can always, you know, keep flooring it and hope for the best.
Yeah. That's usually my motto. Just floor it. But,
Well, I mean, you can't go fast if you don't have your pedal all the way down.
And I'm gonna willingly bet that Doc might take... If Doc goes into that... Ooh. Yeah, it's just no. Absolutely no on that.
Well, you were saying Doc might take the curse?
Yeah, I figured Doc would take the curse weapon. Extra 5% damage up, plus also, like...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus Curse of Numbness when, like, you're already that low HP doesn't make that big a deal. Because it's like, if you're getting hit, you have bigger problems to worry about.
Yeah, and look at that, they're already, like, just about neck and neck, so... Also, you don't have to worry about ammo, too.
And, oh hi, Fish. Oh. Our favorite.
Fish isn't too bad. I say. Scanner,
I mean,
that's good.
Like difficulty-wise, like, yeah, Fish isn't terrible, but I just find it, that fight is miserable.
It can be absolutely miserable when you don't have, like, the good, when you just don't have good, attacks.
Yeah. Like, I do think it is a good boss, it just, vibes-wise, I do not mesh with it at all.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how...
And you mentioned that you saw Doc grab Scanner?
Yes, Doc grabbed Scanner. I'm not I think Steelecho took it as well.
I don't think... Oh, I was gonna say, I didn't... I hadn't seen Steel take it, because if so, that would give Doc some
advantage,
even further time to catch up, yeah.
I don't know if Steel opted to just,
yeah, I don't think they have it, because they just pulled up, flooring, and I didn't see the typical recon that Scanner would give, so yeah, I don't think Steel has it.
Interesting, so Steel opted to, oh, Doc took a big hit there. And of course, this is... Well, yeah. Curse of Numbness does not give you good health up. Don't take those. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, don't take those until your weapon breaks.
Luckily, Doc did find the shop, and it looks like there is there's a health increase in there. Mm-hmm. They should have the scrap for it by the time they break this curse, so they've got that waiting for them.
Assuming
that
the curse
gets...
gets...
survive until then.
Yeah.
They've also got Shrove on deck, too.
This room also sucks. And... Steelecho... Okay, looks like the weapon broke. Weapon broke, so...
Yeah, and yep, as I was thinking, Doc is now immediately revisiting Shop and Trove to top off as best they can.
It looks
so
like
granted, Echo is already starting Reactor, but yeah, without Scanner, that's going to make Floor 5 very interesting.
Yeah, and also 2 HP on Quickening. Like, okay. You have Quickening. Like, it is safety, but... the biggest boon for racing and having Quickening is being able to...
take it to Overlord?
Take it to Overlord, because Overlord is a long fight.
Yeah, and depending on, like, what you did in the meantime, like, you know, on your way, like, you might want that safety net. You might want to just wait until Phase 2 or Phase 3 to proc just to make sure that you can clinch it home and you don't crash.
Yeah. Yeah, the English. The other option for Overlord is to proc it on Phase 2. It's a little bit less health, but I personally do it on Phase 1 because you're able to take out a chunk of its HP. It's the most HP off of those ones. Yeah, none of those were good. The shield will help a little bit.
I'm surprised Echo passed on Drill. Like, as much as I'm a fan of Sword, I find that there's a lot of Room 5 layouts that it's really great to have a Drill on. Like some of the ones where you have like the stop and go gates and you have to wait to like be able to get access, whereas Drill is able to ignore that.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of drill it was, but you know, some swords might not be able to work out well, and yeah. And Doc is already kind of meandering through Floor 5 right now. Plus has the mapping.
Yep. But Echo picked up a Scrap Runner, so we'll see how much that lets them stay ahead with the you know, extra fire that'll put under them.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you don't get hit though, because getting hit means that you kind of knock out the Scrap Runner bar quite a bit lower.
Interesting. So Echo was able to afford damage and health, and they did take the health. So yeah, I think they are going to be trying to like keep quickening as long as they can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, especially when it's you know, match point.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to play it safer, because allegedly slow is safe and safe is fast.
Yeah, I'll skip that room. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when you could just bomb and skip a room. Like, bombs are so useful. You know what I would do? I would pick up that crate in the shop, the random one, because sometimes you can get a map out of them.
That is true.
Okay, so Doc's gonna take the drill.
I mean, plus, as the internet has taught us, let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling, yes. Yeah, Steelecho is struggling right now.
Like, even like outside of racing, I always would, like, if I was presented that choice, I'd go for the mystery crate first, because that's likely going to give me more things I'd want, whereas the cartridges can be real swingy. But yeah, the idea of possibly lucking into a map, yeah, I forgot that sometimes the those crates can have those.
Yep. Okay, so Doc has one more to go, and Steelecho is already on Overlord. And Steelecho looks like they have already procced quickening, it looks like by accident.
I was about to say, so there is a chance, like, again, never say never.
Yeah, although that last mini-boss was kind of in a bad spot for Doc.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what the current damage levels are. I'm not sure if Doc is going to be able to catch up. They might
with 3 HP, yeah. I don't think so. There's no way that Overlord can be taken out with the drill, the single drill even, in that much amount of time. Could still be decently close.
Yeah, once again, looks like we're looking at an estimate of it being around like 12:30 or
12:30ish, yeah.
Like, for race times, incredible.
Yeah, these are really good times. Oh, and it looks like, yep, Steelecho takes the race off of Docmcstuffins. Steel taking out.
Excellent showing by both racers, though.
Yeah, and eliminating Doc.
Anything to be upset about.
Yeah, and eliminating Doc too, who's a very, very seasoned player. Extremely good. These were really good matches.
Yeah, huge kudos to both racers. Fantastic showing.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna move over to the back screen, and we'll be back for, I think, our last race? Yeah, our last race. Which is gonna be Nick.
In the Discord chat, Echo saying, much better performance than I expected from myself, honestly. Yeah, like, again, there was some, speaking bluntly, there was some lucky pathing, just because some of those floors were awful.